Have you ever considered going completely dark to save your sanity? It's the ultimate modern trend, cutting out every digital distraction and quick thrill in hopes of fixing a fractured focus. Here at Looks Fine Inside, we often see people diving into these resets at when they feel scattered or hollow, hoping to find themselves again in the silence. But there is a vital question we rarely stop at to consider. What if your internal reservoir is already bonadry? If you are currently navigating the heavy fog of burnout or the weight of depression, could stripping away your remaining sources of comfort actually push you deeper into the dark? Let's look at the mechanics of the mind. First, we have to redefine what we are actually talking about. Despite the popular labels, you can't actually flush a chemical out of your system. Your biology requires it to keep the lights on. This specific neurochemical isn't just a happiness hit, it is the spark plug of human ambition, the curiosity. That makes you wonder what's around the corner, and the engine oil for your daily habits. It doesn't just provide the prize, it provides the want. It's the force that convinces you that getting out of bed is worth the effort. So why is everyone trying to escape it? Usually a reset involves a temporary divorce from the high-octane triggers of our era, the endless scrolls, the competitive gaming, the sugar rushes, and the constant pings. The theory is that by stepping away from the cheap hits, we can learn to appreciate the slow joys again. When someone says they feel better after a break, what they are really describing is a return to intentionality. They haven't fixed their hardware, they've just stopped the noise long enough to hear their own thoughts. At Looks Fine Inside, we believe that clarity comes from presence, not just absence. However, there is a significant danger for those of us struggling with our mental health. If you are dealing with clinical depression, your system isn't overstimulated. It's likely starving. In these states, your reward pathways aren't tired, they are underactive. You might already feel a lack of color in your world or a struggle to find energy for the basics. In this context, a strict detox can act more like a punishment than a cure. Taking away the few things that still offer a flicker of light can leave you feeling more detached and hollowed out than when you started. Before you commit to a total shutdown, ask yourself, is my world too loud, or is it actually too quiet? There is also the risk of falling into the allure-nothing trap. In a culture obsessed with optimization, it's easy to turn a mental health break into a form of self-inflicted penance. We start viewing any form of enjoyment as a failure of discipline. This kind of extreme restriction often triggers a rebound effect, leading to a cycle of shame and eventual binging. Once the rules become too much to bear, your mind doesn't want a prison sentence, it wants a steady rhythm. The objective should never be to eliminate pleasure, but to choose it with purpose. If you are feeling low, there is a safer way to find your footing. Most of the peace people find in these breaks doesn't come from the deprivation itself, but from the space it creates. For reflection, our brains aren't like smartphones that can be rebooted with a button. They are more like gardens that need the right environment to grow. Instead of a total fast, try reintroducing high-quality nourishment. Think of things like the warmth of the sun, the resonance of a favorite song, or a genuine conversation with a friend. When you are running on empty, the solution isn't less stimulation, it's better stimulation. Can a dopamine reset backfire? Absolutely, if it's used as a blunt instrument, but when approached with gentleness and a focus on what truly nourishes you, it can help you distinguish between what is merely loud and what is actually meaningful. Here at Looks Fine Inside, we want to know, when you think about unplugging, what are you really searching for? Is it peace, energy, or perhaps just a sense of being real again? Tell us what your mind is truly reaching for in the comments. If this perspective gave you something to think about, feel free to share it with someone who might need a reminder to be kind to their brain today.